right, and we are live. What is up, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Live. I have a bit of news to go over first, kind of some stuff that went down over the weekend if you weren't with us here on Player Essence. Some good and some bad. A lot of bad. I'm not going to go over everything because some of the stuff was personal, but I will say that some of the stuff that went down that was bad actually created some good things on the channel. So before we get into shout outs, guys, thank you to the almost 90 people that we have watching. Thank you guys for being here. You guys will all get shout outs as long as you type in the comment section. But I do want to point out a couple different things going forward, since I do have a little bit of an audience here. I do want to talk about like the new layout that we have here. So if you look at the layout that you guys see right now, it's pretty much pretty familiar to what we had before, right? Like we have the Xenoblade Chronicles background in there because it's my favorite. It's like one of my favorite games on the Switch, one of my favorite games of all time. But we have the Xenoblade Chronicles background just because I love it. And everything to the side here. So if you're looking at the my right hand or my left hand, there you go, right over here to this side here. There we go. This way, there we go. This way, right here. If you're looking over here, you're gonna see like the normal bar that we have for like new subscribers, any type of thing that pops up, that's gonna be there. And then right above that, you're also gonna have information on giveaways and everything. So whatever giveaway that we're doing or giveaways that we're going to be having, I'm actually going to add in the Nintendo Switch giveaway. You guys will be informed on that right hand side right there by it's called the event list. That little thing that says all the different names, that's called the event list. And then you guys are going to see giveaways right above that. So right here you see PS4, Xbox One, PS4 or Xbox One giveaway at 200 sponsors. And then right above that, you'll see the sponsor goal. You'll also see what we're at and what we're trying to get to. I think at 150, we get another emote. So that's going to be pretty cool. And a little meme right here well, not a meme, but a little GIF right here to the side, or GIF, I don't know how to say it, one of those two, showing off the Infinite Tsukiyomi. Because I always say that whenever somebody sponsors. So right to the left of that, I guess, you can see right here, I got some new, I mean, the layout and the font, everything's the same, and what you guys remember of it, but I think it's just a little bit cleaner, and you actually have a little bit of, just like a little GIFs, just kind of showing off, like new ninja, like new subscribers to the village. You can see Naruto, the little GIF waving in the back. Then you also have, right in the middle, whenever anybody donates through Streamlabs, you see the Ninja War Funds, so you see the little kunai that's rotating right there. And then you also have the latest Jonin, which is the sponsors, Elite Ninja sponsors, people that sponsor. And then you have the Sharingan going into the Mankiku Sharingan, the little GIF right there, kind of spinning. So I thought it'd be a nice little touch. Like I said, it kind of took me a little bit to do all this, just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And the reason why we got a new layout, guys, is because my PC over the weekend completely, the Windows 10 update destroyed my PC. Destroyed my router. Like with the update, the router wasn't working correctly. I was phasing in and out of online. It destroyed my settings for stuff. It made my Streamlabs OBS crash. Yo, we already got it. Let's go. Let's go. Hitting us with that Toby Blaster. Let's go. Thank you, NX Revolution, hitting us with that $15 donation, Toby Blaster. I'll get right back. Let me go in and get into what NX Revolution had to say here. Thank you, NX Revolution. I do appreciate the $15 donation. Shout outs, man. And he says, at least my internet lets me do this. LOL, my internet is God tier. Yo, shout outs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And also another thing that probably shouldn't happen, guys. Thank you for the donation. I do appreciate that, NX. Seriously, everyone in the chat, please give that I'm feeling it emote for my boy NX. I do appreciate that, man. But yeah, thank you so much, dude. But if you can notice right there, it's pretty quick. You guys see that? It already updated on there to NX Revolution 15. So I optimized it. So we kind of had, yeah, there was a problem because obviously my PC completely destroyed. I had to reinstall Windows. I lost everything. I lost a majority of my files. I lost all my settings, the settings that I use for everything, all my downloaded software. I lost everything, guys. I had to re-download and redo everything, but at the same time, now I've optimized things. All the old programs and downloaded software and everything that I used before and that I wasn't using, that were just on my computer, that was bogging things down, that actually, so it was a blessing. It was a benefit, like, in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise, because now we're optimized, man, and things are gonna go a lot quicker. My software is running a lot faster. I just have the essentials as far as what I need. So I actually think this was a good thing. I actually think it was a good thing. But yeah, Windows 10 update completely destroyed everything, so I had to reinstall everything in there, and it caused problems for PE Arena, and I had to cancel the the podcast as well. So that was unfortunate, but like I said, we got a cleaner layout, we got a better one, we got some nice little giffies at the top, and I think it looks better overall. Another thing that I want to know, guys, the latest news, whatever I'm doing on the site or whatever, like you know, if there's going to be anything that's going to be happening pretty soon here, reminders, stuff like that, that will be across the top here in the Ninja News. So right here, you see timestamps are down in the description box of all videos. So one thing that I wanted to do was speed up like my production of the videos. I know I already do a lot, but they were taking me 3 hours to do, and I wanted to try to chip away at any time that I could so I can get content out to you guys better and in a better quality. And one of the things that kind of took me a little bit more time than what you guys think is putting timestamps in the video. So I asked a question on the community page. I was like, hey, do you guys want timestamps in the video or do you want them in the description box? The overwhelming majority of you guys said put them in the description box. So now timestamps are all now in the description box. Just scroll, press the little more now or whatever. What does it say? Show more. Press the show more button right below the video player and you'll see the description box. And then once you hit that show more button, you will see all the different links that we have and the timestamps will be in there. So that makes it to where you guys can also click them as well. So they are clickable timestamps over you having to manually find it on there. Because I just wanted to try to cut down a little bit on time when it comes to things, and putting in those timestamps in the video does take a bit of time, believe it or not. It's not like it doesn't take like just like a couple seconds. It takes like, it can take up to 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on what I remember or what I forget to do and where I mark my timestamp and everything when I'm doing the video. So it can actually take a little bit more time than adding the transition effects and everything for that sidebar, adding the occupancy, the gradient. I mean, there's a lot more. I mean, it looks normal, but obviously there's a lot more to it than that. So I wanted to try to cut off. That shaves off about 10 minutes, you know, from my production time. So that's better for you guys. So description box seems to be the overwhelming majority. So pretty cool stuff here. Pretty cool stuff here. I'm not talking about any rumors for Smash 5 characters, guys. People are making up all sorts of stuff, so no, we're not going to be talking about that today because I'm not going to be entertaining ridiculous rumors like that. We're going to be talking about stuff that has some serious information behind it. So no, I'm not going to be talking about those rumors today, nor do I care to know about them because they're not real. Because they're not real. So let's go ahead and let's get into the shout outs here, guys, and then we will start up with the content that I have here for you guys. So thank you to the 130 people watching. Although it is a little bit sad, guys, because we have over 130 people watching, but unfortunately we only have 52 likes. So that seems to me like it's a little bit of an unbalance, especially with this nice crispy new layout that we have here. So if you guys want to go ahead and hit that like button, that would be fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into some of these shout outs here. So shout outs to Elite Ninja, Jazzy M. What's up, Jazzy M? Hey, OJ, what's up? How's it going? Unknown Echo, how's it going? Firebox, my boy, what's up? Steven, how's it going, my guy? Darren, what's up, man? What's up, man? It's all good, Darren. No pressure, my boy. You being here is good enough for me. Sean Diamond, what is up, man? How's it going? How's it going? Where can you get a $5 eShop card? Go on Amazon, my boy. Amazon. You can buy $5 eShop cards all the time. Turbo Graphics, Jesse, what's up, man? Yeah, I had a lot of computer issues, but like I said, my computer's running faster and better than ever now, and our Streamlabs is optimized. My software, my Power Director is running a lot better. I got rid of that stupid J downloader that I use for catching videos and stuff like that. Got rid of that, got a new one that works a lot better, a lot quicker, and is a lot faster, so like that. So I think it was a blessing in disguise. So it was good. It was good. Mama Mercy stamp. Yeah, my Mama Mercy stamp unfortunately got wiped out. Got wiped out when I redid this whole thing, but I will have the Mama Mercy stamp very soon here. Once I just got to go re-download it, everything, and I will put it in. But yeah, it got wiped out when I because remember, Dragon Lady, all my settings got destroyed. Like all the layout that you guys, this is all new that I made. This isn't like a template that I made beforehand and just plugged it in. This was everything that I did was scratch. I had to re-download Streamlabs OBS. I had to re-download everything. A lot of my videos were wiped out. There's a lot of stuff that was gone that I had to re-download or redo or just say, oh, well, screw it. You know, like I'm just never going to get it back. So there you go. But yeah, it will be in there soon. Focus on me. What's up, man? What's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, timestamps are down in the description box, dude. You'll be good. Just go ahead and hit that description box, and now you can click on it. So it's actually quicker than even putting them. It's better for you, in my opinion, to have the timestamps in the description box because you can just click wherever you want instead of having to manually go yourself. So there you go, man. Let's see here. Neo Blitz, what's up, Neo Blitz? How's it going, man? Ivan, what's up, man? How's it going? Soul Flaming Shin Megami, what's up, man? Sean Diamond, what's up? I think I already said that, but what's up, man? Amiibo fan, what's up? How's it going? It's Elite Ninja Amiibo fan. Elite Ninja Avidin, what's up, Avidin? How's it going, man? Good to have you here. Glad that you're here, man. Closer to being able to hack NASA. Let's go. Let's see here. Nitro, what's up, man? How's it going? Yo, what's up, George? Elite Ninja George, how's it going? Congrats, my boy, my dude George. Got that bachelor's degree, so congratulations, man. I remember when I graduated 8 years ago. Actually, it was to the day. Yesterday, I graduated 8 years ago from Fresno State, so I know the feeling, George. Congratulations on your California bachelor's degree. I appreciate, well, you should appreciate it, live the moment, but then again, get right back to work because you're going to be going in for your master's. So congratulations, man. Me, I was like, I'm out. I'm gone. I was gone, man. But congratulations. I went through the California State school system as well. So congrats, man. Congrats. So let's see here. What's up, Deadlock? How's it going, man? Switch to PC. What's up, Mark? How's it going? My boy, Switch to PC, right hand man of the village. Good to have you here. What's up, Leo Aguilar? How's it going? Bonjour, bonjour. Let's see here. SGT Crack. What's up, man? We back in business, boys. Let's see here. Cyberleaf. What's up, man? What's up? Yo, thank you. I appreciate that, Cyberleaf. Fire Emblem, my content. I'm not sure if there's a better combination than that, man. Not sure if there's a better combination than that. Dank Meme Center. What's up, man? How's it going? Mr. Nickel. What's up? Kawaii Neko Art Gamer. What's up, man? How's it going? J2 Blue. What is up, man? How's it going? Toastios. What's up, man? Alonzo Vines. What's up? My day's going good. How's your day doing? Let's see here. Hey, no problem, George. No problem, man. Congratulations. Like I said, 8 years ago, your boy was walking down the aisle like, yeah, I graduated too. So it was a while ago, man. But I remember college like it was yesterday. I met some of my best friends. I met one guy, my boy Andre, which I've talked about a little bit. Like, we're probably gonna be friends forever. Like, you know, it's one of those things. I met him more than 10 years ago now, and we still talk every now and then. I mean, we're both busy. But whenever we get the opportunity, we still talk to this day. And he's visited me many times over the years. I went over to his place. So I met one of my best friends, probably who I connect with the most now, because all my other friends stopped playing video games and don't really care for me anymore. But Andre's still around. So I met one of my best friends in college. So good stuff. Let's see here. Barrett X. What's up, Elite Ninja Barrett X? How's it going, man? Keenan Parker. What's up, Keenan? How's it going? How's it going? Good to see you here. Nicholas John. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing? How you doing? Lucina, what's up, my girl? How's it going? Thanks for coming out to the live stream last night as well. OJ, what games are you supposed are E3? Well, let's talk about that once we get into the Q&A and all that. We're going to get into some of the content here. College comes to Player Essence. All right, college comes to Player Essence. Okay. Ninjas, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Ninja can be ninja. You can say that's plural, or you can say ninjas. Technically, you can just say ninja though, and it's fine. Let's see here. Neo Blitz the Pretty. What's up, Neo Blitz? Try Gamer 101. What's up? I think that's pretty much everything, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start it off. Oh, and before we get going, guys, I bought some chili mango online. I said this on Twitter. This is the first time that I've ever bought food online, like a dry food from online. So that's coming in the mail. I have a surprise live stream for you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I had some personal stuff happen to me, which is bad. But on the bright side, you guys are going to get more content. It's freed up my schedule a little bit more. So I mean, like I said, you take the good with the bad, right? So yeah, I have a surprise live stream for you guys tomorrow outside of PE Live. This is to make up for not having the podcast and not doing PE Arena. We're still going to do another PE Arena on Wednesday, and you guys will get the notifications for all that, and I'll post it. But I have a special live stream for you guys tomorrow night. So if you can make it here around 6 p.m. PT, that would be fantastic. And of course, I'll talk about it again tomorrow. So yeah, awesome stuff. What's up, is it Deontay Hancock? What's up, man? How's it going, dude? Yo, Moby, what's up, man? How's it going? How's it going? All right, so it looks like we got a lot of people here. We have to balance out the sweetness of the cartridges. No, man, look, the thing about it is in my hometown, which is actually kind of shameful, because in my hotel, in my like town here that I live in, like the population is like 65% Hispanic. Maybe, and in the area that I live in, it's like 90, like in like the section of town that I live in, it's like 95% Hispanic. Like, I'm like a super minority here. So the fact that we don't have chili mango that I can just easily go grab like at the CVS or at the Walmart down the street or anything is disrespectful. Like the fact that like, you know, I go to the Hispanic aisle at Walmart and they don't have the chili mango that I want. I'm just like, what's going on here? You know, like I live in a town that's literally like the majority is Hispanic and I can't get a freaking chili mango. Like I got a problem here. So I had to go online. So I had to go online to get a certain chili mango because there is the chili mango that I want, but I have to drive to this gas station and it's overpriced. A little bag, like seriously, like how big is this bag? This bag is tiny. A little bag, like about like this big with a few strips of chili mango is like $3.50. I said, that's ridiculous. I got a big bag of chili mango on Amazon for $5. So I gotta get me some chili mango. Yeah, minority essence. Oh man, yeah. I mean, just in this part of town, like in, you know, where my mom lives in a much, well, I would say like, yeah, it's a lot nicer. She lives on a lot nicer side of town. There's a lot more other types of people, but here where I'm at, which I don't care. I just want to get the best deal on my house. I got a nice and a big house for a good price. So that's all I'm worried about. Okay, so shout outs to we've done enough talking here. Shout outs to who was that? Alton Venezuela hit us with a $1.99 donation through Super Chat and says, "Hi OJ, LOL. Hope everything is good with you." Everything's good, guys. Like I said, just a couple personal problems. I might talk about it later. I might not, but nobody died or anything like that. Just I wasn't feeling too good yesterday, but I've definitely gotten better. And of course, working makes me take my mind off of things. So I'm good. I'm good for right now. Everything, like I said, content's still gonna keep coming. I'm still gonna work on. I'm working on new shows, guys. I got some new stuff that I'm doing. So yeah. Definitely looks good. Definitely looks good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of this core content, guys. Thank you guys for the donations at Extra Evolution and Alton. So Resident Evil 7, that was the controversial thing that happened today, or yesterday-ish. Yeah, yesterday. With Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Cloud version was announced for the Nintendo Switch. So we're going to talk about this in depth in terms of where this came from, the origins of this rumor. We need to give people props. I know a lot of YouTubers don't like to do that, but we need to give the proper props to the person who called this. We're also going to be talking about what happened with this game, what Capcom has said, and all that. So let's go ahead and get into the core content first. If you've already watched my video that I did this morning on it, I'm going to be repeating a lot of this information. Shout outs to Gamatsu for the article here. So I'm going to just be skimming through it, guys. So Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Cloud Edition announced for the Switch. It's coming out on May 24th in Japan, guys. That's in a few days here. That will be May 24th. That will be this Thursday. You will be able to download the Cloud Edition. So here's the weird thing about this, guys. Unlike the PS4, Xbox One, and PC versions of the game, this version will run via the cloud. And it will be a small download. It will just be 45 megabytes, and you just need a stable internet connection. So it's an always online type of deal, right? And it will cost you 2,000 yen for access to 180 days of play. So that's about $18 or so in order to play the game for 180 days, which is a few months plus, right? And then before committing to it, said before committing to a purchase, users can play the game for 15 minutes for free. So you'll be able to just check out the first 15 minutes of the game. If you like it, you can commit to paying the $18 or whatever for the 3 months plus that you'll get the game. It's more than 3 months. 180 days. That's actually way more than 3 months. If it's 180 days, yeah, that's way more than 3 months. It's 6 months, right? So yeah, you'll be able to play the game for a while. But like I said, this version of the game has all of the downloadable content. Everything is in there for you to play the game. However, a lot of users did not like this, knee-jerk reactions to this, and saying, what, they're gonna do this? Like, why don't they just bring us the full game and all that? And not thinking about necessarily where this was being announced for and why Capcom has not said anything about the US or Western release. Guys, in Japan, internet is very, very, very fast. Am I a fan of cloud streaming to play games? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, snap. Yo, you typed a lot, so the picture didn't come up. Yo, Toby Blaster, let's go. My boy George. I don't know. Why are you donating when you in college? Shout outs to George hitting us with that $15 donation. He says, thank you, OJ, for your kind words. They really mean a lot, and I appreciate everyone's love from the community. Can you play Bloody Tears Super Castlevania 4? Thanks. Absolutely. And George, thank you for the donation. I really do appreciate that, man. I really do. And like I said, I went through the same system that you went through when it comes to the California state, system. Great schools here in California, really high tax, but like I said, it's always been home for me. It's always been home for me. So, like I said, I'm living vicariously through your degree. It just kind of reminded me, and like, hey, man, I remember when I graduated 8 years ago. Plus, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that you're continuing your education and you're doing the smart thing and getting your master's. Because that was the first thing that I was going to ask is, are you going to get your master's? And if somebody already told, I think somebody already told me, Mama Mercy or somebody else told me, oh yeah, you're going to get your master's. So good job, dude. You're probably going to make a ton of money when you're done. So good job doing that, man. And good luck. But I don't think you're going to need it. I think if you graduated from where you did, and you're still really young, obviously college was probably tough, but you did what you needed to do. So I think you're going to do great in your master's as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and get your music playing for you. And I'm glad that you can join us. Make sure you guys check out my boy, George. George, if you want to plug your Twitch or your channel that you're working with, man, definitely go support him. He's one of the other ninja villages that we do have here for Player Essence. So thank you again, George, for the big Toby Blaster donation. I know you're probably feeling good about yourself graduating already, I know I felt good when I graduated, but I was gone. Oh, man. All right, so let's go ahead and play some Bloody Tears, Super Castlevania 4. All right, let's do this. Let me know how it sounds, guys. How's the sound? Is it not loud enough? Oh, snap! Let's go! Toby Blaster, let's go! Gotta rock out to some Bloody Tears. Hit us with that Toby Blaster. Thank you so much to Switch to PC. My boy Mark with another $15 donation and says, love from the UK and thanks from all the village for your support. Thank you so much, Mark. You're the right-hand man. You're the first right-hand man that I've had here at Player Essence, man, since my village got destroyed. So I appreciate the support, appreciate the donation. I've been trying to do my best to make sure that I retweet you guys' streams and send people over whenever I can. So you guys will always get my support. And I'll try the best I can. We can all grow as a village, as a friendship, till the end. In my opinion. So that's how I feel about all you guys here. That I've made friends. When my friends that I had here rejected me, you guys all accepted me with open arms. So thank you so much. I do appreciate that, Mark. Really do appreciate that. So let's see. How's it sound, guys? Sounds good? Okay, sounds good. Alright, so what was I talking about? Okay, Resident Evil 7. Okay, so basically, I would not want there... Obviously, I want there to be a normal version, but I think that could come at E3. But before we get into that, I want to talk about where this came from. Obi, over at Obi-Wan Plays, he's the one who originally reported that he's heard that Resident Evil 7 was coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, he didn't say the delivery method, but he's the one that reported that, and everyone gave him crap because we didn't get any announcement at E3. We didn't get any announcement at the following E3, or no, the following E3, that would be this year, but we didn't get an announcement last year. We didn't get an announcement at any other place. So people were saying, oh yeah, you were wrong, but he actually ended up being right. So that's the reason why we can't overreact to certain things. Like if something doesn't get announced right away or something, it could still come in the future. That's the one thing that I'd want to say. It could still come in the future. So he was the one that originally reported on this, and he was right. So we got to give him props there. Now, getting into this, I don't think this is going to be a feasible way of business for worldwide operations, right? Like, internet is just not good enough in Europe and in the US for this to be a feasible type of business model, especially with the prices that they have here. Now, if it's a lot cheaper, then I can see people kind of saying, okay, well, I would like a real version of the game, but I'll take this in the meantime. But the problem is that, like, one, people's internet just isn't good enough for this type of cloud streaming with what Resident Evil's trying to do. It's just not. Like, people just don't have that type of stable connection. We see it all the time with online. And it's just, like I said, it's just not something that, like, for example, we've had this before, right? Like, this isn't the first time that we've gotten a Switch game that has, cloud only or whatever, or even a Nintendo game that has cloud only, like Dragon Quest well, not a Nintendo game, but a game that comes to a Nintendo system, Dragon Quest X, that was also streaming only on the 3DS. Then we also had Phantasy Star Online 2, Cloud. That's only streaming on the Nintendo Switch. So they're doing this one here. Now, like I said, for the West, I do think that this will come over in a normal digital version or like a physical, and you have to download like part of it digital or something like that. I do feel that that could happen. And the reason why is, like I said, like Japan has super fast internet, you know, they can get that done. But for everyone else, I just don't think this is feasible enough for people to buy into this. And not to be able to play offline, it kind of defeats the purpose of the Nintendo Switch. However, in Japan, you have really good Wi-Fi hotspots in Japan, like really fast Wi-Fi in Japan. So you would technically be able to just connect to a hotspot pretty much anywhere, for the most part, unless you're in rural areas of Japan, and be able to play this game. So that's the one thing that I'm thinking with this, that I do think that it's going to be a normal release, and then there could be an announcement at E3 for the West. So yeah, definitely that's what I think is going down there. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this in terms of what you guys think, your reaction to what I said, if you guys watch my videos or whatever it was. So yeah, let me see here. I think we got another donation here. Alton Venezuela hitting us with a $4.99 donation, and he says, how do you become a Jonin? Also, can you play Fourside, the Smash Bros version? Absolutely. So yeah, I can explain to you real quick how you become Jonin. So Jonins are basically $5 or up on, or actually, well, on Patreon it's $10. You'd be a Chunin, but it's $10 or up on Patreon, or you can just go ahead and sub here, sponsor, and that's just $5 a month, and you can do that. So it's just two different ways there. Although I can call you a Jonin if you want, even if you're $5 or up on Patreon. So yeah, that's just essentially it. Is the people that help out a little bit more. That's how they get that title there. But like I said, you can hit the, if you're on the YouTube Gaming app, check out the YouTube Gaming, watch me on there. The desktop version of that, not the mobile version, and you can sponsor from there. Or like I said, you could go over on Patreon and let me know, and something will pop up. So that's how you can become that. And that gets you into PE Arena and into bigger, you can, like whenever we do giveaways, you have more of a chance to win that as well, like 3 times more. Although with the Switch giveaway, you'll have a 6 times more chance likely to win the if you're a sponsor. So yeah. No pressure though. Shout outs to Avatar Renji hitting us with a $2.99 donation. It says, can you play Bramble Blast Brawl version? Absolutely. So let's go ahead and let's get this music going, guys. We'll go ahead and start off with Alton's request. He said Fourside. That's that, what was it? Mother music, right? Fourside, Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Or no, Super Smash Brothers, Super Smash Bros. Okay. Is that that's Melee, right? Yeah, that's Melee. Fourside, yep. Alright. Wait. Oh no, that actually has the people fighting. Let's just go ahead and... Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can just find the theme. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go. Oh, this music sounds great. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Alright, thank you so much. And Avatar Renji, thank you for the $2.99 donation. We will get your song request in just a bit, right after this one. So let's go. What are you guys' thoughts on this so far? Shout out to everyone watching, 200 people watching. We only have 100 likes, so definitely hit that like button, guys. Let's get some more new Ninja into the village. The only Cloud I care about is Cloud Strike returning to Smash 5. Okay, well maybe that happens. Donation hype. How's everyone? I'm already a sponsor. Alright, then you're already an Elite Ninja. I always... Your name came up with a blue, so I didn't see that. Alton, I thought... Why are you... What are you asking for then? I always say Alton, like shout out to Alton, and I've already called you an Elite Ninja before. You're good. Shout outs. Yeah, this music's really good. Sounds like Splatoon music. It sounds more Earthbound than Splatoon, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from with it. So Sokar has a comment on this. He says, sorry, I don't like this. I don't like paying for games I will not own, so I wait to see if they get a physical version, wait for the UK eShop version. Well, there's no announcement for the West, though. So for people, you have no choice but to wait. It's not like you had a choice to wait or not. Like, this is not a worldwide announcement, guys. This is just for Japan only. there's been no announcement for the West. This game is coming out freaking Thursday. So there's been no announcement. I don't think this is coming out for the West. If this was coming out for the West, they would have already announced a Western version of it. I mean, it might. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow, because like usually there's like a big PR days for Tuesdays. So maybe we'll get some type of announcement tomorrow. But for right now, at this point, there's no other option. It's like I mean, most of us can't understand Japanese. I mean, you can try to get through the game, but most of us are just going to be like, no, we'll just wait for a Western. So I don't think that like this is going to come to the West, because I thought they would have already announced it. I mean, by Monday at least. But like I said, we have to wait and see. We don't know. They could announce it. They could not. So we'll have to wait. So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get the next music going. That was Avatar Renji Bramble Blast. All right. So that's from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So yeah, that's a good song. I use it for my videos at times too. Bramble Blast. Alright, so any of you guys have more comments on Resident Evil? I know you guys have a lot of comments on this, so I'll be talking for a lot more. So you guys gotta give me some more stuff before we move on to the next thing. Player Essence, I feel that Switch will get a time exclusive Resident Evil like the 3DS did. A time exclusive Resident Evil. I mean, that could be possible. I just don't know when it's gonna happen. You know, I don't know when that would happen at all if it did. So Fire Blast says, OG, I agree with you on Resident Evil 7 retail release. I think so too. I think what Obi said was right. You know, I think what Obi said was right. I think we're going to get a normal release too. I think he said that there was going to be a normal release as well. So yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. TG Lopez says, I don't care too much about Resident Evil 7, although it's cool that it's coming for people who want to try it out. I prefer RE4 to come. I mean, we've bought RE4 so many times, though. I mean, I agree with you, RE4 would be great, but at this point, I mean, how many times have we bought RE4 from a Nintendo fan's perspective? I mean, there's been RE4 on everything. So, I mean, yeah, that's great if RE4 comes, but I'm not sure if I'm keen on buying RE4 again. Now, if RE5 comes, then I think I'd buy RE5 again, because I haven't bought RE5. Like, I haven't rebought RE5 at all. I didn't buy RE5 on the PC. I didn't buy RE5 on the PS4, Xbox One, you know, whatever. I just played it that one time originally on the PS3. So I would love to play RE5 with you guys. Like, we can have like co-op sessions. I'd love to do that. So that's the reason why I would buy RE5, is because it'd be a new experience. RE4 on the Switch, I mean, that'd be great playing it portable and all, but like I've already played it so many times. Like, I'm not sure if I want to buy that again. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It'd be great if it came over. I mean, all three of them, RE5, RE4, RE5, and RE6. That would be great to have like a triple pack. That'd be great. Yeah, it'd be really good. Octopath Traveler is a masterpiece. Well, it's not out yet. We gotta wait there. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a masterpiece. Running cloud service with video games is completely different from what Nintendo's doing with the cloud, guys. Some people are trying to relate the two, but it's not. I mean, they're both cloud tech, but cloud storage is very different from actually running a game off of via the cloud. Like, one of them takes a lot more data and a lot more what you need to do behind the scenes. So yeah, it's not the same thing. So I don't think there's not any connection, because Nintendo's online service isn't out yet, and yet or Nintendo's paid online with the cloud and all that isn't out yet this game is coming out before that service starts. So there's no connection between the two. It's running on Capcom's cloud servers, and all you're doing is downloading a little client through your Switch, accessing the internet, then going over to where Capcom is. This has almost nothing, literally almost nothing to do outside of just the basic structure of how online works. Just like being able to connect to online from your Switch. There's nothing to do with Nintendo's online at this point. So yeah. Oh yeah, I just don't think my internet could handle it. Well, that's what I was talking about, Dragon Lady. I said that especially in Europe, I don't think that there's going to be everyone's internet. And also, there's data caps. I mean, that's the biggest thing that you have to worry about for some people, which is still a very real thing. Not everybody has unlimited, great, no throttling connection. There are a lot of people who pay for a certain amount, and streaming this type of game over the internet for like a worldwide basis just doesn't fit. And data, like I said, a lot of us here, maybe in the US, we don't have data caps, but in Europe, data caps are real. And in some parts of the US, there are data caps or there's throttling. That's the thing that a lot of internet service providers do a lot, especially during like peak hours, you know, stuff like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, evening hours when people get home from work. They will throttle the hell out of you. So I just don't think that this would work in the US. Like in Japan, they don't be doing that crap to people. Whereas here in the US, throttling, data caps, just trash internet, not being able to get good internet period is such a real thing. Like I said, if you ever played online, you know what I'm talking about. You ever played Smash Brothers or you ever played certain games online, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to have a god tier net code, you know, in order for there not to be lag. And even then, like BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, you're still gonna get lag every now and then. There's nothing that's ever gonna be perfect, and that's BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, you know. And that game is running off of it's running off your hard drive or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, you know, it just seems a bit rough. What the heck is a Boolin? What's a Boolin? I don't know what that is. Oh, Wolfpack Gaming. So let's see what else you guys have to say here. Didn't RE7 do better in the US? I just find it strange that it's coming out in Japan first. Well, this has nothing to do with between US and Japan when it comes to it. This is Switch. It's a completely different console. So the taste of what goes down and what would sell better, that I don't think that matters. And it's not weird because we just talked about, I don't see how you can say it's weird when we just talked about how Japan is better suited for cloud tech and streaming. It's not about, this isn't about sales. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about a sales thing and, oh, well, it should come here first before the others. Japan is more suited and better for cloud streaming than the West. Japan has better internet, has more Wi-Fi hotspots, just faster and more suited for cloud streaming than the US and than Europe. It's more about that than anything. This type of business model would not work for a lot of people here, whereas in Japan, it can work for people there, you know, so it has nothing to do with the sales. I just explained about how Japan would be better suited for that. So why would you think it was weird? I don't get that. We just talked about that. Shout outs to Keenan Parker hitting us with a $2 donation to Super Chat. And he says, mind playing Aqua Tunnel from Freedom Planet? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get that going here. Freedom Planet Aqua Tunnel. Freedom Planet Aqua Tunnel. Aqua Tunnel music. All right. So that's a long song, so we're not going to do that. We're going to play this one here. All right. So let's go ahead and get back to the comments here, guys. The UK is bad for that. Yeah, there you go, Sokar. Gun Valkyrie says, my country's internet, Ireland, is potato. Yeah, I just don't think this is enough for, I mean, I don't get it. Don't understand why people complain. This is just PlayStation Now. Well, people are complaining because they want a normal Resident Evil. PlayStation Now is a lot of games that are already physical though. Like a lot of the games that you can get on PlayStation Now, you can buy them digital or you can buy them physical. There is no physical option right now at this point, so people are doing knee-jerk reactions to a Japan-only announcement before E3. So it's just knee-jerk reactions from some people, and some people are logical about it and just voicing their displeasure, but a lot of people don't think beyond the box. They don't think, okay, well, why is this coming? Like, oh, this could probably, like, they don't think about it. They just look at the news that's right there and they react to exactly what they see and don't look anything past that. That's the reason why people complain, like Monster Hunter Double Cross wasn't announced right away. People crying forever, and then it got announced. Okami, people crying about Okami, then it got announced. Mega Man Legacy Collection, people crying about that, then it got announced. Like a lot of people aren't capable of just like looking past past that announcement and dissecting things a little bit further, which is fine. But that's the reason why like people like it's Capcom, right? So people are just knee-jerk reacting to this, just like they knee-jerk reacted to all the games that I just talked about. No plans for Switch, you know, go back and look at all the articles and see people going crazy and not just realizing like this is probably gonna come to the Switch later. Just give them a little bit more time, guys, and all those games that I talked about came. So knee-jerk reactions, which I don't really worry about. Don't really worry about those. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. But I think we're gonna get a physical release. I think we're, or at least at the bare minimum, a digital release. But we'll have to wait and see. I could be wrong on that. Okay. Aki. I don't know about that, Aki H. It's all good, J2 Blue. It's all good. It's all good. Not mad at you at all, my boy. Not mad at you at all. But yeah, it just makes more sense to be in Japan first, and for this business model to just try it out. I mean, Capcom is probably experimenting a little bit too, which is, it's Capcom, guys. I don't know why anybody's surprised when Capcom does unorthodox or weird things with the Switch. I mean, they've done this before, you know? Yeah, we're gonna get to Pokemon in just a bit. Deathjaw. Pokemon is in the title. Pokemon Switch rumor, that's what we're gonna be talking about. So we're gonna continue on here with Resident Evil, and then we'll get into Pokemon in just a bit, then head into a Q&A, okay? You want to double dip on Xenoblade Chronicles X? Well, we'll see if they even make that in the first place. We'll see if they even make that. Yeah, I didn't shimmy, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, that music was very shimmy worthy. So let me go ahead and give you a little shimmy right here, guys. I was just focused on making sure that I got the going through you guys' comments because they are coming in hot. And here's the thing about comments, guys. We have 212 people watching, which I thank all of you guys for being here. I really do appreciate the support. However, 210, 212 people watching, but I'm looking at that like button, and there's only 121 likes. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a disparity. I mean, if we can get that up to 150, 170, that might be pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Might be pretty cool, you know? So yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice, though. It'd be very nice. So, for those who just joined us, if you watch my regular videos at the top here, we got a brand new layout, guys. We added some GIFs or GIFs, however you want to say it, to the top here. It's also a lot quicker and cleaner when we get updates. Remember, guys, if you donate through Super Chat, your name, if you don't see your name at the top, the Ninja War Funds, it's on the side right here, okay? So everybody who donates and stuff like through Super Chat, your name will be on the side. Streamlabs, your name gets up right here because I can't do it through Super Chat on the top here. So there's that. And new Ninja means new subscribers, people who subscribe. Latest Jonin, that means people who sponsor via YouTube or whatever. So I just want to explain the new layout, guys. Sponsor goal. Then we have giveaways and stuff on the right of there, and then at the top you'll see like latest news, Ninja news. Timestamps are now in the description box of all of my videos. So I used to put them in like sometimes I put them in the comment section, and then I said I'm not going to do that because if I schedule a post and I'm not up yet, like 6 a.m., I'm not up by 6 a.m. I scheduled that post for 6 a.m. So okay, I can't do that. And then I moved to putting it in the video itself, but that takes sometimes up to 10 minutes to do. So I wanted to shave off some time. So then I decided to put it in the description box. I've actually made a poll. I made a vote on the community page, and you guys, I think it was 66% and higher or around there said put them in the description box instead of the video itself. So they are now in the description box. All my timestamps are now in the description box of the videos. So hit the show more tab and you'll be able to find it there. So that's a little bit of update on there. And for those who just jumped in, my PC completely, I had one of the worst days of my life ever on Saturday. It was my daughter's birthday party, so that was great, but there was just a bunch of other stuff that happened. So and Windows 10 update jacked up my whole PC, so I actually had to redo everything. I lost all my software, lost a lot of my files, so I had to redo everything. So that's the reason why we got this new layout here. But you see the familiar background with the whole Xenoblade Chronicles stuff. So just want to explain that real quick for the people who jumped in after my initial explanation. So, all right, let's go and get back to Resident Evil, guys. See what else you guys have to say here. Glad to be here. Thank you, Geronimo. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here, Dennis. We're not talking about Mega Man right now. We're talking about Resident Evil. So if you have questions, we'll be answering questions at the end. We usually start up around like about an hour, 15-20 minutes into the stream, maybe a little bit longer. We actually start up with questions. So yeah. So hold on to that, and once we get on with questions, I'll answer that for you, my guy. If you have anything to say on Resident Evil, though, or anything to do with Resident Evil, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to read it out. All right, so Ray has something here. He says, Player Essence, when I was in Japan, I paid $5 for uncapped internet on my phone for 20 days. The internet there is cheap and really fast. Tokyo has 1 GB net. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Somebody is knocking at my door. Give me 1 second. They're about to hear. Come on. My sister's here, guys. Just come on, say hi real quick. Come down and say hi. Stop being so shy. My sister.
Hi, everybody.
She said, come into the camera.
My gosh, okay.
There's my sister, Linda. Say hi. She came to visit.
How can I see myself?
There's a camera right there.
I know, but where am I?
You're right there.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Come over and say hi.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm all glistening. Okay,
I'm kind of glistening
everybody.
too. It's a little warm. Can you
I know it's hot outside.
Can you put on the air?
Okay, I'll put on the air.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? What's the topic today?
We're talking about Resident Evil, the video game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Exciting, huh?
No.
She doesn't play video games.
No,
Last video game she played was Mario Galaxy on the Wii.
Like 10 years
10 years ago.
10 years.
I remember she asked me like a couple years ago, she was like, hey, France, like, how do you get Netflix on the Wii?
Yeah. No, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I actually had her get Netflix.
She was trying to hook up her Wii and get Netflix.
Don't laugh at me.
All right, well,
okay.
You're
Sorry,
shy.
I just came to check on Francis. He's good, so bye, everybody.
All right. Can you disarm the alarm, then arm
I'm
it?
not disarming anything. Come and lock the door.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
Did they hear me?
Yeah, they heard you. I gotta disarm it so you can get out. You're gonna leave, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave, but I don't want intruders coming.
I'm gonna arm it. I'm locking it. All right. That was one of I have two sisters. That was one of my sisters. My other sister lives in New York. So that was my big sister. That was my big sister, Linda. Chair Essence replaces. Cool sister, OJ. Yeah, she's a cool sister. I'm back. Welcome back. Family Essence, a new family sitcom coming near you. I know you guys have seen my mom. You guys have seen my sister, one of my sisters. So I don't know. Maybe my brother. Maybe you guys can. I can hang out with my brother one of these days. He comes here, but he doesn't like being on camera and stuff. So yeah. Big sister's internet. Big sister's not an internet celeb. Big sister. Well, yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm 31. She's older than me. She's 34, I think. Yeah. So I mean, we all take care of ourselves. We don't drink. We don't smoke. We don't do any of that crazy stuff. So we all look, I guess, somewhat younger than what we are. But yeah, she looks young. OJ, what's up, man? Who's Spin Jutsu Kid? Oh, you changed your name from GM Loops. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, GM. Okay, I think I called you GM Lopez a lot of times. Oh man, dang, OJ, 31 is the new 26. Did you not know that, Sean? Yeah, but I am 31, and thank you. I appreciate that. I am 31. Straight edge Essence. Yeah, I'm pretty straight edge. I don't drink or I don't smoke. Or it has to be like a very special, like every now and then. I might have like a beer or two a year, you know? So yeah. Caesar, so if you guys have more on Resident Evil, let me know. Then we'll probably move on to the next topic. But I'll read a couple more comments, then we'll probably move on because we're already about an hour in. So let's see here. Crapcom should learn from Bethesda. Doom, good port. Skyrim, good port. Wolf looks good. Good port too. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's not Bethesda. That's Panic Button. that did those ports. And from what I understand, from if you're talking about like the quality of ports that they've brought over, you look at Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil Revelations 2, those were two pretty good ports that they've brought over. Okami looks like it's going to be a good port. The Mega Man Legacy Collection is looking like it's going to be a good port. The Mega Man Legacy Collection X or whatever, the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, that looks like it's going to be a good port as well. So whatever games that they've brought over, those were good ports as well. So I'm not sure what you're trying to get at here. Is Capcom bringing over crappy quality ports, or are they just not bringing over the games that you want? So might need to specify that. So yeah, I don't smoke or drink either, OJ. It's no wonder you look so healthy. Yeah, I don't smoke or drink, and I exercise at least 4 times a week. So 4 times out of the week I'll exercise. So yeah. Barricades. What do you talk about barricades? I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't agree with a lot of what Nintendo Prime has to say, but me and Nintendo Prime are friends, so I respect what he has to say. I respect it, and people should stop going so crazy on him because he has opinions. You don't have to like his opinion, you know. Ray says, player, since Resident Evil 7 Cloud is a good thing, the game can still come physical, just like so many digital games on the eShop get physical at a later stage. I think it will. I think this is just the beginning phases of it and getting it out earlier, and then they'll do a physical release later down the line. I honestly think that's going to happen. I mean, maybe it doesn't, but I do think that it will happen at some point. You know, I do think. Also, I think we had some we had an event go down when my sister came here. All right, so yeah, AG subscribe. So thank you so much, AG. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Everyone in the chat, please make AG feel very welcome. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hyrule Warriors on Switch is great. It is great. So I think Player Essence, it seems West developers still don't trust the Switch completely, but this year's Nintendo games can maybe put the West on full support in 2019. Well, Deathjaw, if you've watched my explaining third-party support videos, it's not even about trust. It's not even about any of that. They don't want to. A lot of Western developers don't want to or don't need to develop on the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo owners feel like Western developers owe them something. They owe you nothing. They owe you a game that whatever they want to make on any platform. They owe you literally nothing. They owe you jack. If you want to play a certain Western third-party game, go out and buy a PS4 and you'll literally get to play everything. So they don't owe Switch fans anything. And it necessarily doesn't make 100% sense to break your back and bring something to Switch if it's going to be a lot harder than what they feel that it needs to be. Or if you don't feel like spending the money on something to bring a game to Switch, then you don't have to spend the money to bring something to the Switch. Now, obviously, if you want to make more money and it's a feasible thing for you, you can. But people sit here, I see these funny videos from people complaining about certain games not coming, Western games or whatever the case is, as if they are owed something or as if some type of big thing. It's not. It's just they don't feel like doing it. There's things that we don't feel like doing, depending on whatever the situation is. It's the same for some of these Western third-party developers. They don't feel like doing it, and they don't owe us anything. So, I mean, that's essentially what it comes down to. That's essentially what it comes down to. Would I like to get more stuff? Sure. Why not? Would I play all that stuff? Probably not, guys. I'm not into Western games like that as much. I just don't have the time to be playing through Western games like that. But I have the time to play what I really want to play, which is a lot with Nintendo stuff and a lot of the Japanese developers in terms of what they're bringing over to the Switch. But I get it for other people that kind of want more. But if you're big into Western games and all that, then Switch shouldn't be your first platform anyway. Like, if you're huge into Western games and that's your thing, I don't know why, which I've heard Nintendo fans or Switch fans say, I can't believe, it's hard for me to believe that because Western games have never had the best presence, you know, on there. And if you're really huge into Western games, then you should be playing on the best platform for you to play it on. And that's definitely not going to be Switch. You know, it's definitely not going to be Switch. It's going to be PS4, it's going to be Xbox One, or it's going to be PC, because you're going to be able to play everything. You're going to be able to play it in the best frame rates, the best resolution, whatever the case is, you know. So that's my thoughts when it comes to Western developers. People think that, like, they owe us something, like they owe Switch fans. They owe us nothing. They make whatever they want to make. Either you buy it, they put out a game, it's out there. You want to play it, buy the system that it's on. You know, it's the same way whenever the Switch gets an exclusive, right? Shin Megami Tensei can come to PS4, can come to Xbox One, and can come to PC. But it's coming to Switch. You want to play Shin Megami Tensei you want to play Shin Megami Tensei 5? You better buy a Switch. Do they owe any of us an explanation why it's an exclusive to Switch? No. They owe us zero explanation. The game is coming to Switch. That's it. You want to play the game? That's it. And that's the hard stance that I've taken on every single game, guys, whether it's an exclusive or it's not. Now, Persona, I've talked about how I think that it'd be great for a Switch port. I think that I would want a Switch port, but I'm not trying to sit here and say that I demand a Switch port from them and try to say like they owe us it. They don't owe Atlas doesn't owe us a Switch port of Persona 5, you know? So that's my thoughts on that. Developers make for the system that they want to make it for, and that's that. Like No More Heroes or Travis Strikes Again. I could come to other platforms, but it's coming to Switch. You want to play it? You get a Switch. Plain and simple, you know. That's kind of how I think about it. So, I don't think that I'm not sure if there's like, okay, well, this is coming, so therefore this is a chance of other stuff coming. I think that Capcom always ports over games. Like Capcom has been porting over games forever. They ported over Resident Evil Revelations 1 and Resident Evil Revelations 2. Resident Evil Revelations 2 had never been on a Nintendo system at all. So I think that the fact that we've already gotten Resident Evil games is more of an indicator of anything than Resident Evil 7. I think that we already got Resident Evil games on, like a lot of people forget that there's already Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 on the Switch, complete. The best versions of Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, in my opinion, are on the Switch. Because you can play it anywhere and the frame rate is decent enough for it, and it has everything, and it has exclusive features, and it has exclusive mini games built into it. You have the features with the controller and everything. Like, it's great on the Switch. People forget that. People really forget that. So to me, that's more of an indicator than like Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is a for right now, Japan only cloud streaming. We've already got Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. That's more of an indicator to me. But this is Capcom here, guys. I don't people like to. They forget about what happened before and think about, like, well, what have you done for me lately, you know, type of deal. So Capcom's already ported over a ton of games over to the Switch, and people act like they've ported over like one game. Capcom's already Capcom's like on their like 6th or 7th game ported over to the Switch, you know, like they're not on like their first game. They're like going on 6 or 7, guys. So I mean, if you count like Mega Man Legacy Collection, the first game and the second one, if you count the X Collection, the first one and the second one, if you count the Ultra Street Fighter, you count the Street Fighter 30th, you count Monster Hunter Double Cross is now coming, you count Resident Evil Revelations 1 and Resident Evil Revelations 2, you count Okami. I mean, guys, they're on quite a number of games here, and people act like they're on like they've made nothing for the Switch, dude. Like, oh man. We're going to get into questions in just a bit, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into the next thing here. We're going to move on to the Pokemon rumor, because I know a lot of you guys were asking about that, what's going down. So apparently Pokemon on the Switch is going to be, like the rumor suggests, a remake of Pokemon Yellow, or remakes of the original Pokemon games, but with a lot of enhancements and changes to them. I don't think it's going to be a Fire Red type of situation. I think it's going to be like a reimagining, remake type of situation. So not more of just like a little upgraded port like Fire Red or whatever, which actually that was a little bit big. I say it was a little bit, no, it was... Fire Red was a remake. It was definitely a remake, but I think we're going to see a bigger jump. Obviously, we're going from what Pokemon Yellow and Red and Fire Red and all that looked to all the way to the Switch. So I think it's going to look a lot better. But what they're saying here is that it's going to be based on the 151 Pokemon, you know, the beginning Pokemon of Kanto. And at first, people were like, well, not at first. I would say there were a lot of people with this rumor, and the same guy who talked about this 150 Pokemon is the same dude who gave us the leak about Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, all that stuff, like Hub World, 2 versions, HMs, all that stuff. Like, it's the same guy, so a lot of people are thinking that this is real. So personally for me, I have a video called like a knee-jerk reaction. So I did a knee-jerk reaction video to this when I first found out about the news, which you guys will be getting today. It's actually already done. As soon as this live stream is done, I got to do a couple tags and do a thumbnail, and then I'll post it for you guys. So you guys will be able to watch it today, about maybe 30 minutes after this video is done, or this live stream is done. So I have a knee-jerk reaction to this, so I won't go into everything. But now that I've thought about it a bit, I'm all down for this. Completely down for this. The reason why I'm completely down for this, because I love Gen 1. I like what is Diamond and Pearl? Is that Gen 4? I like Gen 4. I like Gen 1. Those are my two favorites. So if they want to start with here and then work their way up, or if they want to start with here and really focus on the battle mechanics because they don't have to render like 7,000 Pokemon, I'm completely fine. There's too many Pokemon anyway. There's way too many Pokemon. There's way, way, way too many Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Or Pokemon. My brother always gets on me. I say Pokemon. There's way too many Pokemon anyway. So, for me, I'm fine with this because I want to see the gameplay. I want to see what they're doing with the content in there. I don't care about having 5,000 Pokemon to collect. I want great gameplay. I want innovative online. I want like the hub world that they talked about there. I want new innovations. It doesn't have to completely turn everything on its head, but I just want to be able to play and catch Pokemon in a cool way. I don't need 7,000 Pokemon. Like I'll say that over and over again. I don't need all the new Pokemon. I don't need all the new Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thought on the whole thing. Just give me a great game, and I'll be really happy. And I love Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow is it's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is my favorite, and then right after that is Pokemon Yellow. When I was a kid, I played Pokemon Yellow like crazy. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. Pokemon Yellow is awesome. The Pokemon follow behind you. Apparently, that's going to be coming back. So I think that this is going to be good. I think I like that. Some people don't like it, but I like it. I like it. So let's go ahead and let's see what you guys have to say here. They don't even use the slogan "Gotta catch them all" anymore. I think they do in the show, don't they? I think they do in the show, but I'm not sure. Evidence says a remake of Pokemon Yellow would be amazing. Well, yeah, that's what the rumors are saying at this point, you know. But also, the rumors are saying that the like button is needs to get to about 180 or so. That's what the rumors also say that. I mean, I heard a rumor that there might be some people that still need to hit that like button so we can get some more new ninja into the village. So I also heard about that rumor, but that's just a rumor though. I mean, but you can hit that like button if you know. It's up to you though. It's up to you guys. Let's see here. You said Keenan says love playing Pokemon Yellow. Sokar says it's all new to me. Never played any of the Pokemon games. So there you go. There's a brand new person to the franchise. How dare you? Trubbish is the best Pokemon ever. Yeah, he might be. He's pretty good, dude. If that's your opinion, yeah, then absolutely. Is it Fanon? Fananin? I probably said your name wrong. Terribly sorry. Says I hope it's a reboot of the whole series because we're on something with a lot more power. I'm fine with the first 151 as long as they do some balancing like Gen 2 more. Well, I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be. It's obviously a reboot based on the rumors here. It's 100% a reboot. Like based on apparently gimmicks to catching Pokemon. There's going to be a new way of doing that. Obviously, like a hub world, like Pokemon Yellow didn't have a hub world for you to meet up with online, so it's pretty much a remake. It's definitely a reboot or remake of what they're doing. I doubt it's going to be exactly like Pokemon, like the battle system and everything's going to be the same, based on what we're hearing here. Like, you can't ignore Pokemon Go, or Pokemon Go, so... TC says these rumors sound pretty bad to me. It's bad enough that Pokemon debut on the Switch is a remake, but if they're limiting the pool of Pokemon, this much doesn't bode well for new content. See, that's where I have to disagree with you because Pokemon Fire Red, that is a remake of the original Pokemon Red and Blue, and that has a ton of new content in there. And on top of that, you're being a bit short-sighted because they can always add DLC. They can always add in new content. And another thing that you're not looking at here is what they've talked about in terms of how you're going to be able to catch Pokemon and how you're going to be able to do things. It's not just going to be the same thing with the new coat of paint. It looks like they're really like Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. They're actually adding in quite a number of different things, even based on these rumors. So I have to disagree with you in terms of new content. I think that there's more to new content than just adding new Pokemon that have different moves that other Pokemon already have and look different. I think you're talking about, we need to know about gameplay mechanics. There's going to be new stuff there. We need to know about how you catch Pokemon. There's going to be new stuff there. There's going to be online play. How about that? Like, can you, how game modes? end game content. This is all stuff that they've done in every single Pokemon game, whether it's a remake or not. For example, Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Was there not any new content in that game? No, there was a ton of new content and features in that game. That game's actually absolutely amazing. It destroys the original Gold and Silver. So for you to sit here and say that, oh, it doesn't bode well for new content, that's ridiculous, because we've already had a number of remakes that come out from the Pokemon company that are remakes of old games and add a bunch of new content. So I have to disagree with that, considering that there's already been a number of examples. So no, I think that's a knee-jerk reaction, and you're not really thinking past the baseline that what's in front of you. I 100% disagree with that. Reboot or remake, I think it's a little bit of both. Based on these rumors, it's a reboot and it's going to be a remake, based on these rumors, what they're saying. But yes, please take it with a grain of salt, but I do think that some of this stuff is going to be happening. I don't think they're... Hold up, Mr. V. I think you're taking it a little bit too far. You're saying, I don't mind 151 starting ones, but wouldn't mind to see 151 during the game plus the rest in the post game. What do you mean, like, what do you mean the rest? Like the rest of the whole other cast? What's up, Urcha Gaming? Shout outs to Urcha Gaming. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it. I know I think it's late where you're at, isn't it? I don't know how late it is, but I know you're definitely across the pond. So shout outs and thank you for coming out to the stream. Make sure you guys check out my girl Urcha Gaming's channel. She was on the Spawncast with me about a month ago or so. She was on the Spawncast with me, so she's really cool. Very nice, attractive young lady. So make sure you check out her page, Urcha Gaming. She just said hi there. So shout outs. Let's see here. Ralph Pollard says, what's to say about this new Pokemon title that doesn't become a generational platform? I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it can become a generational platform. They can add to it. They can add expansions. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that they can do. So, like I said, I think it's being a bit short-sighted, saying, oh, well, there's not going to be, that doesn't bode well for new content. Like, how? Like, how does it not bode well for new content? Like, I really disagree with that based on all the remakes that we've already received. Like I said, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that was remake. Fire Red, Leaf Green, those had a bunch of new content added in. They can add post-game content. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot more stuff. So yeah, I highly disagree with that. I think the Pokemon community heavily agrees that they don't want Gen 1 only. Well, I think the Pokemon community heavily is toxic at times and often overreacts to lots of things. So the Pokemon community, in terms of what they want and all of that, I'm not really worried about that, because they can be crazy at times. Like, they can literally be crazy at times, and you need to think, like, some of these people need psych evaluations for how much they follow a children's game in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, adults can play it, but essentially, like, some of these people that talk about that, they're kind of crazy. So I'm not really worried about what most of the like the hardcore guys out there, they can go kick, they can kick rocks, or they can go play a different Pokemon game, because I'm excited to play it. So they can kick the Gen 1 rocks for all I care. They can go to, what was it, Pewter? What's the first one where you meet Brock at? Pewter City. They can go kick rocks at Pewter City if they want to. There you go, Pewter City. They can go kick some big. I can go kick an Onix. Go kick a Geodude for all I care. Let's see here. Well, yeah, I mean, SGT crack. That's the thing. Like, they can always add to the platform. They can always add. You're editing, Urcha? It's taking many hours. You're getting sidetracked over here. Thanks for coming out to the stream, though. Appreciate it. Okay, well, that's the whole thing. YouTube account. That's the whole thing. People are already overreacting to all this different stuff. Just because they're focusing on something doesn't mean there won't be stuff added in later. It doesn't say there's going to be 151 Pokemon and that's all we're ever going to get, and there's no way that there's DLC. It doesn't say all that. People are assuming that in order to complain and whine. Just like when Capcom says we have no plans for Okami at the moment, or we have no plans, people overreact and don't think, and then later Capcom just didn't want to announce it. You know what I'm saying? And this is rumor, first of all. This is not even this is rumor, first of all. That's what I'm saying. Like, the overreaction to something is the issue that I have. Like, people aren't thinking, some people, a lot of people in Pokemon community they don't think logically, and then when they're wrong, they just say, oh, well, that's what we heard back then. It's like, okay, well, that's the problem when you don't think past the original thought, like the premise. Like, you need to be able to think ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people who overreact, they would never be able to play like a quarterback in the NFL, because like when you play quarterback with American football, you like the plan is to go to this receiver. If you're passing the ball, that's the plan. But sometimes you might have 5 or 6 receivers. You might need to think ahead. You might need to think like, okay, this is what defense they're doing. I need to think ahead, and this person's going to be open, or this can happen, or this can happen. These overreactors, you can tell they never did any of that, because they're just set on one thing, whatever they hear, and they react to just that right there. They don't ever think a little bit ahead. That's the reason why the same people complain about Okami, no plans. Monster Hunter Double Cross, no plans. Mega Man, the same people complain about that stuff because they're so one-tracked on things and can never think a little bit ahead. So that's my issue. Logical thinking often gets taken out when people's emotions are invested into something. So I'm thinking logically. The logical thing to think is, if this is a reboot or a remake, the Pokemon Company has done DLC for literally every single game. So they're probably going to add some more Pokemon in at some point. Like, that doesn't seem too illogical to me. And this is still a rumor. So, like I said, like, I'm not talking about the people who are thinking logically. I'm talking about the people who are freaking out and getting mad and going crazy about a rumor online. Like, those people, I can't, I'm going to sit here and just say you guys are silly, plain and simple. So that's my thought process, because that thought process is logical in my opinion. SN, or you're talking to everyone else in the chat. I mean, if you want me to answer that, do I think, I guess we can get into, because my sister came in, sidetracked this a little bit, but that's okay. Having my sister on was cool. So basically, we can get into Q&A, guys. If you have any questions, I'll start answering questions, or if you want me to continue talking about Pokemon, just go ahead and put your thoughts, and I'll just do my best to discuss stuff. So, let's see here. S.N says, do you guys think Resident Evil 7 is the start of AAA cloud-based games on the Switch? I don't know if it's the start, because it's not a viable business platform for most people. Most people want an actual version that they own, a physical, or at least at the bare minimum, a digital version. Cloud gaming has tried to do that with OnLive, PlayStation Now, and all that stuff, and that stuff necessarily isn't necessarily a thing. So not yet. So no, I don't think it's a start. I just think it's something that they're just doing. Let's see here. Okay, Tostios. Let's see. I think I saw another comment here. It says TG Lopez says, very true, player, since a great example with football. LOL. Well, yeah, TG, because you're a quarterback, right? Like, you have to be able to anticipate. You have to think logically on the field. Like, okay, what did they do last time? What are they going to do this time? This is what they did before. Oh, when I saw this, this is what happened in film study. I mean, this can apply to any sport. You can study your opponent. If you're playing football, the world's game of football, you can study your opponent. Okay, well, what does he like to do? What type of moves? How does he dribble, the ball? You know, how does he dribble the football? How am I going to get to it? You know what I'm saying? How does this goalie like to approach? How does he, I mean, you can do it with any sport. You need to be able to anticipate and think ahead. And a lot of these people, you can tell they have no anticipation. They don't look back at what happened. They just react to whatever's happening and whatever is told to them that right then and there. And that's the annoying thing, because then it ends up being like the Capcom situation, to where no plans, and they freak out and then announce, oh, well, then they get mad. And then they get mad when the company announce, like when they announce Okami, oh, why did they wait till now to announce it? Why are you an idiot and not realize that the Switch came out before a lot of these games were were finished being in development? Then they get mad. Have you ever noticed that? When stuff gets announced, then people get mad because they overreacted in the first place. You guys ever seen that before on comment section? Oh, well, why did they announce it? That's stupid. Why did they announce it back then? It's like, because they didn't have the announcement ready, because the game was still in development and they wanted to wait for their announcement on their time. Don't be an idiot and overreact to everything, then get mad because they didn't react to it when you want, or they didn't announce it when you wanted it to be announced, you know? Let's see here. Retzi, you changed your avatar. You actually have an avatar now. Shoutouts. He says, player, since when do you think the Pokemon Direct will start? I don't know if there'll be a Pokemon Direct, but I think that they're gonna have it. I'd probably say next Friday. No, not next Friday. Not next Friday. I would say next Thursday, the 31st. The 31st is when they're going to announce it. Or Wednesday, the 30th or the 31st, the end of the month. I think that's when they're going to announce Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah. What am I excited to see at E3? I'm excited to see Fire Emblem. That's what I want. Hopefully it'll be there. I don't think a Pokemon Direct before the end of the month is high. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, you said highlight. Yeah, never mind. Never mind, Deadlock. Yeah, I agree. Amiibo Fest say, OJ, did you hear about the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 redesigned box art? Yeah, I did, but it doesn't matter. It's almost irrelevant to anything. You know, it does nothing. But yeah, they don't have the online, the internet thing on there. But it doesn't matter. It's still the same game. It's no different. The funny thing is that people react so positively to that, but it's still the same crappy situation, like where one of them comes with the download code, right? It seems like people forget. All of a sudden, oh, that's great. There's no internet connection on the box, but it's still the same thing that people were crying about with the whole download code thing. So nothing's... But yes, I did hear about that, and there were people that were rejoicing for some reason. It's like, who cares? Like, it's just a box. It's just a box art thing. But I mean, I get it. It's ugly. That thing is ugly. So I did get it. But I did see that. But I don't think that's not newsworthy in my opinion. Not enough for me to bring it up like that. Maybe like a retweet on Twitter. Maybe not even that. Just like a comment like, oh, they're doing that, you know. But it's not worth me talking about it like that though. Let's see here. Will Smash allow for directional button? Wait, will Smash allow directional buttons for Smash? What does that? What do you mean by directional buttons? Tom, is it Horfarn? Player says, I hope they keep the turn-based combat in Pokemon. I think they'll keep some form of turn-based combat. Yeah. Directional buttons for movement. So do you mean the D-pad? So you mean the D-pad, right? Is that what you mean? Probably not. So yeah, probably not. Oh God, this chat's going quick. I'm sorry, guys. Blunty is calling BS on the Pokemon rumors. That's fine. Let him call BS on him. That's cool. Let's see here. I think he also called BS on the Switch, the original Switch rumors too, and he was wrong on that. But yeah, you never know. That's fine. If he wants to call BS, that's his opinion. Rambo forces player since Pokemon Yanny or Pokemon Laurel. Pokemon Yanny, definitely Pokemon Yanny. Avidin Smith, bro, the generation we are so entitled. What you're saying is foreign to this foreign to them, man. Yeah, exactly. People overreact to everything. Like I said, now if we get confirmed stuff and people want to overreact to confirmed things, then okay. Then I get it. You know, if it's confirmed, then I can get the overreaction to some things. Like if Capcom or if certain companies do something and it's like confirmed 100%, not rumors and stuff, then I get it. But the amount of like crazy overreactions to unreleased products or to stuff that isn't finished yet, not necessarily all detailed, is sometimes it's warranted with some things and then other times it's not. You know, I'll say that. Because there are sometimes you have a legit, but I mean the overreaction, not the level-headed, logical explanations to things, guys. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking people who like to overreact and reach to the moon to try to connect like the stars on certain things. Like, oh, well, this means this, so this means this, so this means this. Like, I'm talking about those people, YouTubers and stuff like that. You know. What's up, Rufus? How's it going, man? How you doing today? YouTube account. You think the cloud gaming will have an effect on possible Rainway app for Switch? I don't think so. I think that the Rainway app, whether Nintendo wants it to be there or not, whether it gets approved, that's the one thing. I mean, we still don't have Netflix. We still don't have a lot of other apps, you know, that people want on there, like Twitch. So I think that it's just one of those things where it's a process, you know, when Nintendo wants to do stuff, when Nintendo feels like the bandwidth and all that is going to be worth it, you know? So I have a feeling that once Nintendo starts their online service, they're going to start getting some of those things. So yeah, it might have an effect, but I'm not really sure. OJ, I love that you don't clickbait. I don't try. I do like little hitting clickbait stuff, but not like super clickbait. Like I'll do like the old school clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Where people don't really consider it clickbait anymore, but like I guess it can be considered a form of clickbait, but not really. You know, I'll do like that type of weird clickbait, you know, but it basically the clickbait that nobody would call clickbait. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Zyphos? Shout out to my boy Zyphos. Thanks for coming out to the stream, homie. As long as Pokemon Go, Pokemon Let's Go has turn-based combat, I'll be getting it. Well, we'll have to wait and see what type of combat it has. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think they're gonna turn into like a Pokemon Rumblers or anything like that. Well, I mean, every single Pokemon since the beginning, every single Pokemon game, main Pokemon game from the beginning of time has had like additional content. Whether you get it at GameStop or whether you download it from the internet, all of them have had like the little cards or some way that you can get extra Pokemon or things on there. So yeah, I wouldn't. Once again, I don't think that's not an issue here, guys. I don't think that's an issue here. You know. All right, these comments are going quick. Retsy says, Plarsons, do you think there will be third-party games to be announced at Nintendo E3 Direct? Nintendo has done third-party games for pretty much every single presentation that they've had for the most part. Last year that we had third-party games, so I don't see why this year there wouldn't be. Let's see here. Any insider news on Luigi's Mansion? I think Next Level Games is working on a Luigi's Mansion, but that's just my opinion. I don't know if that's the truth or not. We'll have to wait and see. Mr. V says, questions, do you think Fire Emblem Switch will be like Fire Emblem Fates with multiple versions? No, I think Fire Emblem Switch will just have one version. Avatar Reggie says, can't people just wait for the facts before making judgments anymore? No. Let's see here. K on Nintendo says, a new 2D Zelda will be at E3 this year. I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see. Deadlock7 says, yeah, if you see an actual announcement of something and don't like it, then you can react, like Thundercats Roar, for example. Yeah, but the difference between Thundercats Roar, wasn't that a confirmation, right? That was like a confirmation, and I think while it's not real fact that Thundercats Roar looks horrible, it's fact that Thundercats Roar looks horrible. Like, it's my fact, not a real fact, guys. But like that Thundercats Roar looks like trash. And the thing about it is that art style is supposed to look like trash. You know what I'm saying? That is an art style that is intentionally trying to look like trash. That's not like the art style like for example, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? They were trying to make a good art style, but it's my opinion that it doesn't look, I mean, it's my opinion that it looks like trash, but I can see that they're at least trying. That drawing art style is intentionally made to look like freaking idiots. They're intentionally looking dumb. Like SpongeBob SquarePants. He's intentionally made to look like a freaking idiot. Same thing with Patrick. It is intentional. That art style for Thundercats Roar is intentionally trying to piss you off. It is. Let's just be real here. That's not an art style that you make when you say when you want to make a serious show. It was made trash on purpose. So, you know, I think it's a fact that they intentionally drew that thing to look like trash. So I can say that's a fact, that they intentionally made it look like idiots. Let's just be real here, you know. So that's my opinion on that. Shout out to the Party Man. Yeah, man, I hear what you're saying, Party Man. I hear what you're saying. Robert Bear says, I can't stay, but just dropping by. Okay, shout outs, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. Check out my vids. I already did a couple vids, and I'll have another one on Pokemon pretty soon here. What if Resident Evil 7 is part of Nintendo Online service for free? That sucks. I don't know if that would be. No, I don't think so. I don't think it would be unless Nintendo has a lot of stuff to announce, like a whole cloud streaming service that they're going to be doing. But we'll have to wait and see. But maybe not. I don't know. Beer Smoker, what's up? Shout out to Elite Ninja Beer Smoker, and says, do you think they will announce? They announced another themed Pro controller. I don't know about that. Maybe for Fire Emblem, yeah. I think Fire Emblem could get like a themed Pro controller. Zyphos says Thundercats Roar is an abomination. It is, but it's intentionally made to piss you. They made that cartoon to piss you off. How it's drawn is made to literally piss off fans of it and to drive up more controversy. There's nobody that sits down and looks at how the original Thundercats, the remake of Thundercats that they already made, and then looks at the new Thundercats and says, "Oh yeah, this art style, this is really gonna get the Thundercats fans." They did that to literally piss you off. That was intentional. That was intentional because the show is going to be a joke. It's not going to be a serious show. It's going to be like a Teen Titans type of deal. That's what they're going for. They're going for, sorry, Teen Titans Go. They're going for a Teen Titans Go. But the difference between Teen Titans Go is that Teen Titans Go is, first of all, one, drawn better than that. Obviously, it's not drawn as good as the original Teen Titans, and but it's made to be like a silly show anyway. But this show is drawn so horribly. Like it's trash. It looks like it's going to be trash, but it still could be funny. It still could be funny. But I don't even like the Thundercats, though. I never liked the Thundercats. I thought the show was trash back then. I think the show is trash now. So I've never liked the Thundercats. I don't like the Thundercats. So, you know, I'm just talking about, like, the art style is trash, though. The art style is trash. Is GTA 5 still happening? GTA 5 was never confirmed or anything. So I don't know how I can say still happening as if it was confirmed. It was never confirmed. Hey, OJ, do you think Simon Belmont will appear in Smash like these rumors will say he will? We'll have to wait and see on that one. Amiibo fan says, hey OJ, what are your thoughts on the new Smash rumor where Ice Climber, Simon Belmont, and Ridley are going to be playable? Is that the rumor that people are saying? Hey, no comment. Deadlock7 says, yeah, Thundercats Roar looks trash for sure. That art style's yuck. Yeah, I was gone for a second. My guy was ripping to the Thundercats. Yeah, man. I was. J2Poo, do you think we will be able to unlock Pokemon via Amiibo in the new Pokemon game? Potentially, yeah. I think that's a possibility. Do you think a hand-drawn Smash Bros. Would be cool? No. Quantum L says, because there's too many different art styles from where these characters come from to do a hand-drawn art style. What's up, Aaron? How's it going, man? Yeah, Teen Titans Go makes them look stupid, but it's nowhere near as bad as Thundercats Go, though. And Teen Titans Go is actually funny, though. That's the thing. Like I said, this Thundercats could still be funny. It still could be a funny show. Dennis O says, I waited 1 year to play Shantae Physical Edition and soon crash. All right, there you go. Retzi Lopez says, player since Xbone is out of the console race, isn't it? Just PS4 and Switch gen, right? No, that's not true. First of all, the console race isn't real. Like the console race, that's not real. Microsoft is the richest company out of all of them. So if you want to talk about money, which is the console race and all that junk, Microsoft is head over heels above Sony and Nintendo. But no, this whole console race thing, no, Microsoft isn't out of it. No, they're not out of it. It's not real, and I don't think Microsoft cares. So yeah. Is the regular show done? Is there no more new episodes? Let's see. Ray says, player since they should let the Avatar guys do Thundercats. Well, maybe the Avatar guys don't want to do Thundercats. So I don't know. Shout outs to Fury Tiger. What's up, Fury Tiger? How's it going, my boy? Elite Ninja Fury Tiger. Good to see you here. OJ, do you really think we'll get a physical, getting a hard copy of Resident Evil 7? Yeah, I think so. Or at least a digital at the very least. That's not streaming. Sombrero Mars says Teen Titans Go is one giant disappointment. The ratings disagree with you on there. A lot of people watch the show. I think it's funny. I think it's a funny show. And they're getting a movie as well, so obviously they're doing something right. Rip everyone's wallet if Pokemon Amiibo figures are real. Yeah, that would be rough. Oh yeah, no disrespect. I'm not saying no disrespect. It's just like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But Teen Titans Go, from what I've watched, art style's kind of trashy, but it fits the style of the show. I mean, you don't want Teen Titans the way that it was drawn before, and then have the writing and the dialogue be the way that it is. Like, that wouldn't even make sense, you know? So Teen Titans Go is obviously something completely different from what they did before. I still think the writing is, I think it's funny. I think Teen Titans Go is very funny. But that's just my opinion, like I said. Retzi, you keep on talking about this comeback and all this stuff. Microsoft is Microsoft. They're doing okay. They're still selling. They're doing fine. People like to sit there and trash Microsoft and everything, but then at the same time, the same people who are sitting there and saying they're out of the console race, you guys will start asking about, Retzi, you've asked about third-party games. What about this third-party game for the Switch? What about this third-party game for the Switch? What about this third-party game for the Switch? Yeah, all those games that you mentioned are on the Xbox One. So, I mean, everyone's here sitting here begging and crying for third-party games. Xbox gets all these third-party games everyone wants on the Switch. And then at the same time, there's people that sit here and say, oh, well, Xbox is out of it. Yet they're getting all these games that you want on the Switch. You know, they're getting all this stuff. So I don't want to sit here and hear anybody say Xbox is out of it when they get game after game after game after third-party game. They get Dragon Ball Fighter Z. They've gotten They got Monster Hunter. They got Monster Hunter World. Everyone crying for Monster Hunter on the Switch. You know, the Xbox, if you're on Xbox, you can play Monster Hunter World right now if you have an Xbox One. If that's all you have, you can play Monster Hunter, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. You can play a ton of different third-party games. You'll be able to play Code Vein. You'll be able to play all these third-party games that have released on there. You can play Xenoverse 2. You can play so many different games on the Xbox One. So whatever about exclusives, whatever, you know, I hear people talk about, yeah, exclusive. Okay, but Xbox still has all this stuff. Xbox is still over 30-something million units sold. That's above, they're above the N64 in sales. They're above the GameCube in console sales. So, I mean, obviously those systems didn't sell the most. They're approaching the Super Nintendo, or not the Super Nintendo, not yet, but they're approaching 40 million in console sales. I mean, look, I get it, like, for exclusives, but I don't see the issue here when we got people who obviously like Nintendo and sit here and cry for third-party games and talk about that and then bash Xbox. You know, Xbox has all those third-party games. It has, well, not all of them, but they have a lot of those third-party games. So what's the problem? These are all the games you want to play on your Switch. They're available on Xbox One to play. You know, it has The Witcher. It's probably going to get Cyberpunk. It's got Final Fantasy 15. You know, it's got a lot of these games. It's getting Japanese games too, which is some, you know, it's not getting like a ton of from all the different companies, but it's getting Bandai Namco Japanese games. It's getting a One Piece, or not one, yeah, it's getting One Piece World Seeker. That's not coming to Switch for right now, so maybe it'll come later. So yeah, it doesn't matter if Ritzy was talking to you. I went on a rant talking about people who are talking about like the Xbox being out of the race and stuff like that, which he did say originally, like, oh, are they out of the race? I'm not mad. I'm talking in, like I said, I'm talking in a way, in a fashion that's entertaining for you guys. The thing about it, guys, is this: Xbox, whatever, it doesn't have the exclusives, but Xbox still has a lot of games to play. There's still a ton of stuff to play. It still sold a lot of systems, maybe not as much as the PS4. Maybe the Switch will catch it. Whatever. It still sold a lot. It still sells. It still sells here in America. They're still getting third-party games. So there you go. Everyone worships third party as if third party is the greatest. Western third party is the greatest thing ever. Well, Call of Duty and all the Western third-party games everyone's talking about are coming to Xbox. Pretty much every Western game comes to Xbox. So I don't see where the problem is, right? Third party is the greatest thing ever, you know. So there you go. I'm not saying that anybody's bashing Xbox. I'm not saying that anybody's bashing. I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff that I hear. I'm talking about some of the stuff that I hear on the internet about Xbox is just, I think it's ridiculous. You know, that's all. Any other questions you guys have? We're gonna wrap this one up in about another 10-15 minutes of 10 minutes or so of questions, and then I got a video for you guys that I gotta finish up the finishing touches, guys. The title in it, make sure everything that's all good and crispy, and then you guys will get that, like I said, about maybe 15 minutes or so after my live stream ends. So I got a video for you guys, and I might even live stream tonight, like a video game. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I got more time to live stream now because of some personal stuff, but yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Do I look bad? Do you think I'm mad? Unknown Echo. What do I feel like I'm mad? Am I angry? Am I really mad right now? Am I gonna punch something? No, I'm not mad. Procrastination is a procrastination nation. Player says, how do you think that Zelda Breath of the Wild will be topped? By making the game run better, probably. Player says, okay, never mind. Player says, at Donald Anderson wants to know what Japanese games do you like better than Western games? What? Well, want to know what Japanese games do I like better than Western games? I like most Japanese games better than Western games, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know which ones. Like, just think of all the Nintendo games that are released. Think of like Persona 5, Shin Megami Tensei. I like those more. So, I'm not in a bad mood either, Unknown Echo. If you watch my live streams, you know that this is how I talk all the time. I talk like this to be entertaining for you guys. So I'm not upset. I'm not mad at all. I'm actually quite fine. Let's see here. No, I'm not saying anybody has to buy an Xbox Cyphos. Shoutouts, dude. I'm not saying anybody has to buy one. I'm just saying, like, all these third-party games that people are always complaining for on Switch, or that say they need to be on Switch, they're on Xbox. A lot of them are on Xbox. But then I hear some people, not everyone, but then I hear some people try to trash Xbox, even though they're asking for certain third-party games because they want third-party games, but those are all on Xbox. So, I mean, I use my Xbox almost every single day. Maybe it's not for games, but I still use it almost every single day. I use it for Twitch. And anytime that I do live streaming, like where I do live reactions to things, I use my Xbox for that. So to me, and it's a 4K Blu-ray player. So I bought Black Panther. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it on my Xbox One. So my Xbox One S. So I'm going to watch that in 4K. It's not the best 4K Blu-ray player, but it's still a 4K Blu-ray player. So for me, Xbox is fine. I mean, there's a lot of different uses, and you can play Monster Hunter if you want to, and it has the best online out of any of the systems here. In terms of OS features, online, not accounting the price, but just online, Xbox has the best in terms of that. So it does some things better than a lot better than Sony and Nintendo. So there you go. All right, take it easy, Avidin. Have a nice evening, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, dude. Obviously, everyone prefers a physical copy. I don't think anybody would want just a digital or a streaming copy. That's a given. Fit Tanuki, what's up, Fit Tanuki? How's it going, man? Yeah, I mean, same for me on Noneko. Same for me, man. Like, I don't sit here and bash PlayStation or Xbox, but people will still call me fanboy and call me names. But I don't sit here and bash those systems because there's no need. There's really no need. But you know what? There is a need to do. There is a need to get. Can we get to at least? I mean, we got 193 people watching. We've had around 200 people watching for this whole stream. Can we get to 200 likes though? Can we get? I mean, can we get about 25 more likes? I think. I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice if we could do that. Player Essence, do you own all the consoles? Well, if you look behind me, I know it's kind of hard to see, but I have games from all the different systems behind me. PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. On my channel, if you watch my channel, then you know that I've streamed games on my Xbox One. I just mentioned my Xbox One. I've streamed games on my PS4. I've streamed God of War, and of course, you know that I have a Switch. So I don't know how long you've been here on the channel, but yes, I have all the different systems. I have two PS4s. To be honest, I have two PS4s. I have a Switch. I have an Xbox One S. I have a gaming PC. I have 3 PlayStation 3s. I have 2 Xbox 360s. I have an original Xbox. I have I have a lot. I have all the different generations of systems. I have every single gen from PS1 all the way up to PS4 Pro. I have every single gen. I have the OG Xbox. I have the Xbox 360. I have the Xbox One S. I don't have the Xbox One X, but I do have a gaming PC. And then I also have all the gens of Nintendos. I have Nintendo. I have Super Nintendo. I have the GameCube. I have the 64. I have everything. So Wii. You can see my Wii right back there. So yeah, I have everything. Let's see here. Resident Evil 7 is mad to me. I don't really like I don't like what they did with Resident Evil 7 either, but that's just my opinion, Well, Jason Murdoch, it's not for the West yet. That's for Japan. We need to still wait and see. I don't know why you're worried. There's no need to be worried about something that isn't announced yet for the West. First of all, there's no announcement here for the West. And the next thing is that there's no need to be worried about something that's already locked into place for Japan. Like, why are you worried about that? Just don't buy it. Just like, there's no need to be worried. Like, when you worry about something, that's like when something can affect you in a bad way. Like, if you're worried, like, why are you worrying about a Japanese thing that's not even confirmed for the West, that there's no announcement at this point, and that you don't have to buy? Nobody's forcing you to buy it. Now, if someone put a gun to your head and said, "Hey, go buy Resident Evil Cloud," and they were saying, buy the game, then I'd be worried about that, because somebody is forcing you to buy something that you don't like. If somebody constantly abused you and hit you and smacked you and made you buy certain things, then I agree, that's something to be worried about. But being worried about a Japanese thing that has no Western confirmation, that nobody's forcing you to buy, and you can buy the physical normal release on other systems and it's not required, then there's no reason to be worried about that at all. There's zero reason to worry about that. Like literally zero reason. Zero. It's not, president has nothing to do with it. Then are you worried about Dragon Quest there when that came out on the 3DS? Were you worried about OnLive back when OnLive was a service? That was cloud streaming. Are you worried about PlayStation Now? Are you worried about Game Pass? Are you worried about all these different cloud technologies? Are you worried about what president? There's a million different games that are coming to Nintendo Switch. Most of them are physical games. There are 2 games on the Switch that are Japan only for right now that are cloud streaming that you're not forced to buy, with a number of games being announced that are normal physical versions or at least digital. What is that? What president are you talking about? 2 games out of like hundreds upon hundreds. Now, if there was like 50 or 60 games that are doing this, or even, heck, I'd even say maybe 6, 7, or 8 in rapid succession being announced, then I can get that. But what president are you talking about? The president is that this is what's going on right now. It's not like this is happening because, like, oh my gosh, like they want to try to screw people over on this one. That's not it. Like, that's not it. So I don't see what president are you talking about? They're doing this because they feel like doing it. We need to wait and see what the Western release and how they're going to do things there. But no, I don't really think there's anything to worry about right now at all. There's 2 games out of a million. If you want a physical version of Resident Evil, go buy the game on PS4, Xbox One, or is there a physical version on PC? Or if you want a physical, go get it on PS4, Xbox One. Worries solved. Worries solved. So this is not a viable business model. Like, that's the thing. You're worried about something that isn't viable. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying, man, I'm worried someday that Nintendo's going to build a giant robot out of Labo that can hurt someone. Like, there's no need to worry about it. There's no need to worry about anything. It's just, that's, like I said, that's, there's no need. There's no need. It's this business model that they have now. If internet was as viable and as good, and if we saw more developers doing this, then I can agree with you there. But internet isn't viable enough around the world. How many people sit here in this room and said, my internet's trash, I can't do this, I have data caps? Internet isn't viable enough for this to be a business model right now for everyone. It's not viable enough. And this business model that they have isn't built to make a lot of money. Obviously, it's not. Japanese gamers aren't going to rush to this service. This business model isn't viable. It's not a viable type of deal. Just like Capcom find out that their business model for, what was it, Super Puzzle Fighter or whatever on the iOS, that wasn't viable and the game's already being shut down. That's not a viable business model. They're going to find out very soon that this isn't viable. They're trying something out. I'm pretty sure there's going to be an official announcement of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. It's not a viable type of deal, so there's no need to worry about something that isn't viable at this point. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I think he means the words the way that gaming is going eventually. Don't worry, it won't, but people have enough time, services, and people. But people have been saying this about the digital future. I'm worried about digital. People said this, guys. People said this 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm worried about digital. And now we're 10 years later, and they're still physical. You know, and now we're saying I'm worried about digital now. And then 10 years from now, people are going to say, man, I'm so worried about digital. This is something that's been happening, not even for more than 10 years ago. We in 20. So yeah, 2008, even 2005, people were worried about digital. And 2006, people were worried about digital. That's what people always do. I'm worried about something. And then 10 years later, we still have physical, because 10 years ago, people were saying it's going to be an all digital world. Everything's going to be digital. Seriously, I was around back. I'm pretty sure most of you guys were. People were saying, oh, they're worried about digital. It's 10 years later, we still have physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the day, even right now, we're in iTunes, we're in streaming. Yet there's still I still went out there and bought a 4K Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure digital and streaming was supposed to take over. Netflix was supposed to take over everything. There was supposed to be no physical movies at all for people to buy. But still, we still have physical movies to buy. We still have physical games to buy. So when people say I'm worried about something that's so small, I'm like, okay, well, let's see what happens in 10 years. I guarantee you there's still going to be the same thing. So like I said on N4G 10 years ago, when I heard people say, I'm worried that there's not going to be any physical games in 10 years. I said the same thing then that I'm going to say now. Don't worry. Because I literally said that 10 years ago to people. And that's what people were. I'm not exaggerating when I say people were saying that there's not going to be any physical games in 10 years. People were saying that. And like I said, and I'll say the same thing I said to them. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay? So, guys, this isn't my first time on the internet. Like, I know what's going to happen. And trust me, this type of model is not viable. It's not viable for any time now or any time in the near future. It is not a viable model. The most viable model in order to get games out to the most people for now and until internet becomes like a snap to where everyone gets internet that's so fast, it's not a problem. Until internet is free, not free, but until internet is cheap and affordable and is everywhere. Wi-Fi hotspots are blazing fast. Internet at home is blazing fast. There are no issues, no downtime, no going offline, no power outages. That's when this model will become completely viable. Physical and digital, the combo is completely viable because you can go into the store and get it. You can go online and purchase it. You can purchase a digital code online, or you can just download it straight from your console. That is a viable business model to have both. This model is not viable, and it's not viable until everything that I just said with internet is feasible for everyone, for the majority of gamers out there. That's the problem when I hear people say, oh, well, I'm worried about how it's going to be. That's what people were worried about 10 years ago. We still have physical. So that's the reason why, guys. I'm not going to overreact. If you guys are trying to get me to overreact, you can go overreact. I am not going to overreact because of one game that we don't even have plans for is streaming. A game that I don't even care for, first of all. I am not, if you're going to try to get me to overreact, it's not going to happen because people tried to tell me that 10 years ago with digital. And it didn't work back then, and it's not going to work now. So you can be worried, but I'm not. I'm not. And it's the same reason why, guys. It's the same reason why I'm not worried. So I'm not going to be worried. No, I'm not going to. You can be worried, though. I'm not. Physical master race. There you go. Is it Virel? Didn't Panic Button say they had many projects they were working on? Yeah, they did. And there's also other studios that have many projects as well. So Resident Evil 7 could be one of them. You're right. Okay, well, that's fine, Deadlock. And that's fine. But that's still not, that's still not, like, look. And also, this happened with what? With movies, right? Like Video City, Blockbuster. A lot of these rental places went out of business too, but there's still physical retail stores that sell Blu-rays. They're still around. So a lot of those places went out of business because of that stuff, because they weren't able to adapt. That's usually what happens when you go out of business. If you can't adapt, you will go out of business. Toys R Us, how long did it take Toys R Us to make a viable rewards program for their users? How long did it take Toys R Us to get online? Who shops online at Toys R Us? Nobody. They took way too long. They did not adapt fast enough. Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix for $150 million and they declined. They should have thought ahead, because when I first saw streaming, I didn't think the end of physical. I thought, oh, this can be a companion to what we like now. It can get big, but I saw it as like, man, that's actually pretty good. You know, like if I had 150 million, I would have bought Netflix, you know, I would have bought them. But if you can't, if you're one tracked and you're only focused on one thing, which happened to Nintendo, Nintendo did not look ahead. They did not look ahead. They stuck with SD when they should have went HD. And look what happened with the Wii U. They had a lot of growing pains. If you're one track and you can't look ahead and you can't adapt, then you're going to be in trouble. And that's the thing, guys. It's not about things going. You got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to offer digital, streaming, and physical, because that's how it's going to be in the future. It's not just going to be one or the other. It's going to be digital, it's going to be physical, and it's going to be streaming. It's going to be take your pick until internet is crispy around the world. No data caps, Wi-Fi, blazing fast Wi-Fi everywhere for cheap or free, and everyone can have a connection to the internet. That's the only way that model is going to become completely viable, like a physical. Like physical is completely viable in today's day, right? completely viable for most people. For 99% of people, physical is completely viable. But there's also digital too, you know? So there's a method for everyone. And that's what it's going to be like until everything is crispy with the internet. And as you guys all know, who owns internet? Big businesses. What do big businesses want? They want your money. They want to throttle you. They want to put data caps on you. They don't want crispy internet for everyone. Japan is different. You know what I'm saying? They don't want clean internet for everyone. They want to rake you of your money. And whenever we do get crispy internet, is it going to be cheap? No. They're going to sell packs that are lower. They're not going to give everyone crispy internet for cheap. You're going to I spend 70, almost 80, 90 bucks for my internet to get this internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not super, not everyone can afford 90 bucks. And the internet here isn't even as good as a lot of internet like in Japan and stuff. So it's still a long, guys, it might be like when we have like our grandchildren's grandchildren, it might be, that's when they're like 100 plus, it could be a long time because greed rules. You know what I'm saying? Like money is more important than getting crispy internet for everyone. And a lot of America's business, like, we're having problems with monopolies right now, with companies joining together. A lot of these internet companies, they're joining together. You know why? Because they want to throttle everyone. They want to screw you over like Comcast, right? Like they want to screw you over with these. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like, so yeah. So that's what I think. Internet speed, yeah, same here. Internet speeds, they don't come cheap. And until, I mean, a lot of people can't afford $80 a month for internet. Let's just be real here. That's not a good price for it. That's not affordable. $80 a month is not affordable, you know, for internet. I wouldn't call $80 a month affordable. I would call like $20 a month affordable, you know? But $20 a month isn't going to get you good internet to do cloud stuff. That's not going to get you good internet for great streaming. It's not. It's going to get you budget, broke, a little bit better than McDonald's Wi-Fi. It's going to get you a bit better than McDonald's Wi-Fi internet. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wi-Fi service. But it's going to get you that cheeseburger internet. You're not going to get great internet for 20 bucks. Most people aren't in most areas. You got to spend 60, 70, 80, 100 or more to get great internet. And that's not, most people can't afford that, you know? I only have it because I cut back on other things. I eat like a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason why I can afford it. Because I eat like a bum. I still eat healthy, but your boy's eating big old bag of frozen vegetables and, you know, like the what's it called? The organic chicken or whatever, the vegan chicken, the cheap one, you know what I'm saying, that I can get on the cheap. Like, your boy eats like a bum so I can afford other things. So, you know, like, that's really what it comes down to. So, that went on a little bit longer than I thought it would go. My forehead's shiny because of the lights in my room. So your comments pointless. It doesn't matter. Don't watch then if you have a problem. But it's because of the lights in my room when I'm live streaming. So there you go. You said Dyfus says I'm paying around $90 a month. Oh, that's actually the euros, or yeah, that's euro, British pounds. One of those. I don't know. The symbol's small. A month for internet, and I get 350 megabytes download and 20 megabytes upload. Yeah, I mean the upload speed that's pretty good. But yeah, once again, that's like, and the download speed and the uploads, that's really good. That's around what I got. You know, I think you get more down though, but I think I get like 200 down, and like I get like 20 something up, like 26, 27 up, but that costs, like I said, 80 something bucks for that. You know, I pay close to 100 for internet. There you go. See, almost 100 for internet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys are all talking about your prices. You know, 80. It's not cheap. You know, so that's the thing. Like in the future, like, is it gonna get cheaper? I don't think so. I think it's gonna get more expensive. So companies aren't gonna do this whole, like, there's no need to be worried right now at this point. You know. Japan's getting more cloud stuff because Japan's internet can handle it, essentially. But even then, they don't get, I mean, most people still rather buy the game physically, you know? I mean, so yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to. I'm not trying to have that I'm a bad, Unknown Echo. If you tell me that I'm in a bad mood one more time, I'm going to time you out for continuing to spout garbage. I'm not trying to hide that I'm in a bad mood. I'm simply talking. I talk like this all the time. I'm not trying to hide anything. There's nothing to hide. Nobody's in a bad mood. I'm answering all of you guys' questions. I'm talking with you guys. I'm having a conversation in terms of things. My tone is, I'm a communications major. I can't hide when I'm talking to you in a certain way that makes it entertaining. Nobody's trying to hide anything. If you say that again, if you come with your BS, I'm going to time you out. I'm going to time you out, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So chillax. Stop worrying about me, okay? Worry about yourself. Worry about your lame avatar. You got just like a red thing. I don't know what that is, but you need a better avatar, my guy. Worry about that garbage avatar. Get something better, okay? Because, like, you keep on saying I'm in a bad mood, and I'm not. I'm actually fine, my guy. I'm fine, and I'm doing my live stream, and I'm having fun hanging out with all of you guys here in the village. So chill out, my guy. Not in a bad mood. I'm not rude. I'm not rude either. He keeps on pushing this narrative that you're upset. You're in a bad, like, he keeps on, like, he's been saying that. Like, I just want him to stop, like, lying, you know? stop lying. Stop lying. If you regret donating to me, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be mean to you, my guy, but you keep on saying I'm in a bad mood, and I'm not in a bad mood. I don't know why you keep lying to the chat. There's no need to lie. But if you regret, my guy, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Ban you? Okay. You want to be banned? Just, if you want to be banned, go ahead. Go ahead, my guy. Go ahead. But, you know, you need to worry about yourself at this point. Can you get your money back? I don't even know how much he donated to me or when he donated, to be honest. But no. No, because he donated to me when he felt like it. I said thank you. I don't even remember when, but I appreciate the donation. But I don't know. I didn't do anything to him. I didn't do anything wrong to him. I simply asked him to stop. And he got mad because I asked him to stop. So, I mean, there you go. Like, I'm in a fine mood. I'm okay. Like, I wouldn't be streaming for this long if I was in a bad. I'm streaming for it's been 2 hours plus. I actually went over the time that I said that I was going to go over. So if I was in a bad mood, I would just say, hey guys, you know, I'm done. You know, I'm probably just gonna get offline here. But I'm actually everything's good. Let's see here. I'll answer a few more questions, guys. Nah, I don't think he's a Toby. I just think he just got a little upset because I talked to him, because like he got mad because I talked to him like that. So yeah, insulting your avatar is a cheap shot. Oh man. But you know that's the first thing I go to, right? It's because it's not really insulting you. It's just that's not your actual picture. It's just a red thing. So it's just something that I said. It's just something that I said. So yeah. Wait, hold up, Twisted Soul. He was just, or hold up, T-Dude. He was just joking. He was just Twisted Soul was just joking, T-Dude. Relax. Mr. V says, OJ, who's your main in Street Fighter? I don't really play Street Fighter that much anymore, but if I, like, when I did, it was Ken. Spinjutsu Kid, are you players in signing up for the Mario Tennis Beta? Yeah, I'm gonna do the Mario Tennis Beta. All good. It's all good, Unknown Echo. Don't take anything personally, my guy. I didn't ban you. I wasn't going to ban you. I'm not upset at you or anything, my dude. You know, I appreciate you being here, you know? But I already told you multiple times that I'm not, like, that, you know, that there's nothing wrong. It's not that I'm not okay or anything. And you continued to put that in the chat that, oh, he's trying to hide it. Like, you continue to go on. So if you continue, then I'm going to respond to it because you kept on going on. Like, if I say, yo, I'm good. And then I actually told you, I think I told you 2 or 3 times beforehand that I'm good. And I explained that I'm good. And then you did it again. Like, you waited a bit, then you did it again. I mean, that's on you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not on me. That's on you at this point. So, you know, if you said, hey, OJ, you like, you know, Like if somebody said, "Hey OJ, I don't really like that," like if I was in somebody else's stream and I said something and the broadcaster told me, "Yo, like no, that's not it, OJ. Like I'm good," you know, I wouldn't continue pushing that narrative. I wouldn't do that, you know. And if the broadcaster called me out like on the 4th or 5th time that I did that, that's on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and get mad at him when he said, "No, this is what is happening," and then I continue to push against that. You know what I'm saying? That's not on him. That's on you, because I've already said multiple times. So, you know, that's the thing. You just only said it twice. I think you said it 3. That was the 3rd time that you said it, though. I think that was the 3rd time. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Let's see here. You thought it was funny. Okay. There you go. You thought it was funny. You thought it was funny. All right. So let me see here. Let's see other questions that we got. Most people would be devastated after that Windows update and what happened. Like, you know, like I said, personal stuff that happened. Most people would be devastated and probably wouldn't have live streamed, guys. I'll be honest here. Like, everything that happened, most people would not be answering people's questions, would not be going through stuff. Like, they'd just be like, screw this. I'm not doing anything. They'd probably just be done. They'd probably just upload videos and that's it, just so they can make whatever revenue that they're making. They wouldn't be doing live streams. That's one thing that you should never do. If you're really upset, like super, super upset, and you know that you're going to take it out on other people, then you probably shouldn't live stream, because then you're going to take it out on your chat. Like, you're going to take it out like hardcore. Like, you're actually going to tear into them, you know, and you're not going to want to answer. You're not going to want to answer questions. You're not going to want to, you know, sit here for 2 hours plus. You're not going to get your sister in front of the camera and stuff like that, you know. And like when my sister interrupted my live stream, like if I was mad, I would have went off on her. If I was like, "What are you doing?" Because my sister knows that I live stream at this time. You know, she knows, or she can check, but yet she still interrupted my live stream, which she knows I don't really like people interrupting my live stream, you know. But like, you know, if I was mad, I would have been like, "What are you doing? Like, you're interrupting my live stream." Like, I would have been mad, but I wasn't mad. I was like, "Hey, come over here into the live stream," you know. So it's all good. Oh, Windows killed everything for you? Oh, sorry about that, man. Shout outs to Spencer Brennan, also Rule Breaker X01 for the subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village, where OJ gets mad a lot. No, welcome to the village, guys. Do appreciate you guys coming here. Hopefully you enjoy your time. All right, so guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. It's been over 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm gonna have a nice crispy video for you guys on Pokemon that gives you more of my thoughts. It's a face cam video, not like with my normal PE news. It is behind in my backdrop with my games. So it's one of those videos with my nice shiny, where's my camera? Oh, my camera's over there. I was gonna show you guys the camera that you guys got me, so thank you for that. So I did one of those, crispy quality, really good in terms of audio and the video. So look forward to that. That will be up in about maybe 15 minutes or so. Let me get all that ready and then we'll be good. So remember guys, timestamps are in the description box of all my videos, except for ones that are singular topic. Then obviously there's no timestamp there, so you won't see a timestamp in this upcoming video. But please check out my other videos that I've done for the day. Mods, if you guys can link my 2 other videos, I know some of you mods, you guys have already watched my other videos. If you guys can link those for the people, that would be fantastic. Mods, I'll link that in the chat. I'll also link it as well, just to let people know. We had really good viewership for this whole thing, so I do appreciate you guys being here, especially with this weird YouTube. YouTube's acting crazy with the sub counts and all this type of stuff. What's going on there? But I did a video on what was it, Dragon Ball Fighter Z DLC, and I talked about potential for it being on Switch. So I'll link that video for you guys in the chat. That's the first one, the first link. And then I also did a video on Resident Evil, just to kind of get my condensed thoughts on that again. And I also did a video on Star Ocean 6, and then also Sega teasing the new racing game. So if you haven't seen those videos, that would be fantastic if you guys can go over there and watch them. So hold up, guys. No, never mind. You guys can raid. No, hold up. Can we do a raid? You guys want to do a raid? Yes or no for a raid, guys? Yes or no for a raid? You guys want to raid somebody or not? Let me know. You guys want to raid or not? What's up, Mama Mercy? Yes? Okay, I got the perfect person for you guys to raid. I got the perfect guy for you guys to raid. Okay, so my boy Terminator Juice is streaming. I need all of you guys to head over to Terminator Juice's channel. I'm gonna post it and let them know that Player Essence sent you over here. Are you? So we're gonna raid my boy Terminator Juice. I just put the link right there, or did I just put the link right there? So you guys check out my boy and let them know Player Essence raid. Let them know I sent you guys over there. We need a big raid because Terminator Juice, he's the homie. He's been on the channel multiple times. He used to be part of my network that I did beforehand. But Terminator Juice is the homie, so you guys all need to go over there and raid this man. Let him know. I'll put another link. Let him know that I sent you. So there's the link, guys. Go over there. Give my boy Terminator Juice that raid. Show him that Player Essence love. And we will see you guys for the next one. Peace out.